Listen carefully, dear departed spirit. Pause for a moment and hear the quiet call of truth across the vast, misty expanse of the intermediate state. 7 full days have now passed in the human world since your physical body drew its final breath. 7 suns have set upon the life you once knew, upon the family you loved, the home you built, and the worldly affairs that once filled your every waking moment. By the power of the guidance given to you day after day, through the offering of fresh flowers and lamps, through the giving of alms, and through the accumulated merit of those who remember you, every opportunity has been granted for your liberation. If your spirit possessed past merit and made the noble effort, you ought by now to have set your feet firmly upon the path to Nibbana, or ascended into a superior existence of pure light. Yet, even when release from the darkest states of woe occurs, the complex web of past karma can linger. If your past life was shadowed by the heavy defilements of unwholesome deeds, intense irritability, and subtle conceit, it may remain difficult for your mind to settle into a good rebirth. Now, on this 4th day of your journey in the Gandhabba realm, the 7th day in the world of living humans, you stand at a critical crossroads. Before you opens the sublime possibility of ascending to the glorious Brahma realms of radiant light, or falling downward into the agonizing, shadowy realm of the Petas, the hungry ghosts. Do not lose heart, dear spirit. Listen closely to this sacred guidance once more, for the gateway to divine freedom remains wide open before you. Dear one of meritorious existence, open the eye of your heart and behold the cosmic transformation unfolding around you. On this 4th day of your intermediate existence, the fundamental nature of the fire element begins to manifest before your spiritual vision. The surrounding void illuminates with a magnificent deep red light. Look toward your western direction. From the brilliant expanse of the western cosmos, a noble and divine figure emerges from the crimson skies. Behold a red-colored deity-like manifestation, sitting with absolute grace upon a splendid throne shaped like a majestic peacock. In its hand, this divine figure holds a vibrant red lotus flower, unfolding with delicate beauty. The deity is surrounded by a magnificent entourage of heavenly beings, all shimmering with the same crimson radiance. At this very moment, a bright, intense red light reaches out from that western direction, bathing your spirit in its brilliant glow. That bright crimson radiance is no ordinary flame. It is the sacred light of the virtue of compassion, Karuna. It is the light of a heart that understands the true nature of all conditioned things and seeks to free all beings from their suffering. Gaze closely alongside that brilliant crimson beam, dear spirit. From that same western direction, another light begins to radiate quietly beside it. It is a pale, dim, and murky red light, a faint flickering glow that glimmers in the shadows. That pale red light is the light emanating directly from the realm of the Petas. Now, observe the subtle movements of your mind with extreme vigilance. Owing to the force of past karma, a spirit that carried the heavy seeds of intense craving, greed, and possessiveness during human life may feel an instinctual aversion toward the bright, piercing red light of divine compassion. The ego fears the intense clarity of truth. At the same time, a dangerous liking, preference, or subtle attraction may arise within you toward that dim, pale red light. Your mind may wish to move toward it, mistaking its faint glow for comfort or a quiet sanctuary. I warn you now with total urgency. Do not give rise to fear or terror toward the bright red light. It is indeed a hue of pleasure, but it is also the color of a miserable punishment. Take it in, embrace it, and let it become your conclusion.
And do not give rise to any liking or preference in your mind for the pale red light. That dim, pale red light is a trap woven by the force of your own excessive craving. It comes to drag you downward into the realm of the Petas. If you allow your mind to become attached to that dim light, even for a single moment, you may be reborn as a hungry ghost, tormented by endless, unquenchable hunger and thirst, wandering in shadows, beset by indescribable suffering, where it may become impossible to attain a good rebirth for a long, long time. Turn your heart away from the pale red light. Do not step toward the realm of longing. Quickly fix your mind upon that bright red light that has come to rescue you. Consider that brilliant light to be the sacred illumination of compassion, which understands the impermanent nature of all conditioned things. To fix your mind upon this light, reflect deeply upon the three characteristics of existence, tilakkhana. Reflect on the truth of anicca, the uncontrollability, and the anithya, the impermanence. Understand that everything that is compounded, put together, and gathered up under the notions of I, me, and mine cannot be kept, cannot be stopped, and cannot be controlled according to your wishes. All physical forms, memories, relationships, and worldly wealth are fleeting like mist. Reflect on the truth of dukkha, suffering. Realize the pain and anxiety that inevitably arise from grasping at these fleeting things as I and mine. Because they fade and change, clinging to them brings only sorrow. Reflect on the truth of anatta, the virtue of relinquishment. Understand that because these phenomena are impermanent and bound up with suffering, they are without core or permanent essence. They are not you and they are not yours. Let go of all attachment and craving toward them and experience the virtues of relinquishment. If your mind finds it difficult to calm itself through this contemplation, do not despair. Use this sacred devotional visualization. Think of that bright red light as the glorious red halo emanating from the crown of our supreme teacher, the Buddha, who attained full enlightenment. See in that red light the infinite, boundless compassion of the teacher of the three worlds. Take refuge in the Buddha with all your heart. Fix your mind upon that light and generate profound, unshakable faith in his infinite virtues. Now, keep your mind fixed upon that single object of bright red light and recite these sacred thoughts within the quiet sanctuary of your spirit. While I have been lost in the vast, turbulent ocean of samsara owing to excessive craving, the light of the wisdom of compassion has arisen to rescue me from it. May my mind become fixed upon that light. May the wisdom that understands the impermanent and uncontrollable nature of all conditioned things and deep compassion toward all living beings arise within my mind.
May my mind become immovably fixed upon this light that has come to me through the majestic power of compassion of all the Buddhas who attained that supreme wisdom. Look now, dear Spirit. As you reflect upon these truths, your mind calms and settles deeply. The turbulence of craving dissolves. The dark pull of the Peta realm fades into nothingness. By fixing your mind upon that bright red light at the level of the second jhana, the state of noble inner confidence, rapture, and unified stillness, a miraculous transformation takes place. Together with that radiant crimson light, your consciousness merges seamlessly. You are lifted beyond the shadows of longing and despair. You are reborn in one of the great, blissful, and luminous Brahma realms known as Paritaba, Apamanaba, and Abhasara, realms of divine radiance and supreme joy that provide the perfect foundation to culminate in the ultimate realization of Nibbana. May your mind remain fixed upon the bright light of compassion. May you be released from all craving and sorrow. May you attain the unchanging supreme bliss of Nibbana. This is where we'll pick up in our next episode, the strange, disorienting days that follow, and what this tradition suggests we can do to prepare for them long before we ever reach this threshold ourselves. This video series, How We Receive Our Next Birth, are based on my book, composed as a simple adaptation of the Tibetan Book of the Dead for non-Tibetan Buddhists, as the original book is too complicated for an ordinary person. This book I originally wrote in 1995 is available for download for free in English and Sinhalese languages, and it will also be translated to Russian and Thai languages as well in the near future. The download links are in the description and also in the first comment. Please subscribe to watch the full series. May all beings be free from the sufferings of Samsara.